Why, hi there. Box Score Communications presents Boston Red Sox Replay 2004. Tonight, Tuesday, May 4th, 2004. The Boston Red Sox visit the Cleveland Indians from Jacobs Field. The Red Sox come into this one at 13-12 following last night's close loss to the Indians. While the Indians are now 11-13. Well, hi there, I'm Ron Chuckett. A pleasure to be with you for this one. There is no rain in the forecast tonight. Unlike last night, the winds are blowing out to right at 20, so it's going to rocket out to all those full seats you see out there. And the weather is clear. The pitching matchup for Game 2 of the series, Cleveland will go with Jason Davis, and the Red Sox will counter with Derek Lowe. Davis is 1-1 on the year with a 4.50 ERA, 28 innings, 36 hits. He has allowed 3 homers, walked 7, and struck out 21, better than his real-life numbers. The defense around Davis, it looks at first blush the same as last night. Matt Lawton in left, Alex Escobar in center, Jody Garut in right, Casey Blake at third, Omar Vizquel is at short, Ronnie Belliard is at second, and Ben Broussard is at first. With, not to be quite yet, old friend, that's a mouthful and a half, Victor Martinez behind the plate catching Davis. Davis should go about 95 pitches. The lineup he will face, Johnny Damon will lead off and play center. Oh, wow. Mark Bellhorn will bat second and play second. David Ortiz is the DH tonight. He'll bat third. Manny Ramirez in left, old friend for Cleveland. He cleans up. Jason Varitek will catch and bat fifth. Brian Dahlbach, the right fielder, bats sixth. David McCarty will play first and bat seventh. Bill Miller, thank the good Lord, will bat eighth. He is slumping, and he must have started slumping in real life, because why else would Terry Francona make this change? We're going with real lineups here, folks. And Pokey Reese, the shortstop, will bat ninth, with Lowe going about 110. That's what's expected. So that's the setup for you. Sox would like this one, and they have a decent chance because Davis isn't great by any stretch. Johnny Damon will lead us off at 320, 3 homers and 13 RBI. And this one starts with a pop-up in the short left. Lawton comes over, and he drops it. So it's an error. Well, they're going to call it a hit. Lawton and Escobar called it, and it dropped in. Despite the visual, it dropped in between the two. So it's a base hit for Damon, and that'll bring up Bellhorn. Mark is at 253, 3 homers and 13 RBI. The pitch, Bellhorn hits a ground ball to first. Broussard throws to second for 1 over to first. Double play. A 3-6-3 double play, and just as the Red Sox fans start to get excited out there, you're disappointed. You're never disappointed with this guy. Here's the DH, David Ortiz, 306, 10 homers and 31 RBIs. Still good enough to lead the league. Ortiz lines one to Belliard to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 1/2, Boston nothing. Cleveland coming up. Ortiz leads in homers and stolen bases and RBI. That's what I meant, not batting average. Here is the defense around. Oh, let's give you the lineup that will face Derek Lowe. It's Matt Lawton in left, leading off. Omar Vizquel will bat second. Jody Garut will bat third. Victor Martinez cleans up. Travis Hafner, the DH, he'll bat fifth. Ronnie Belliard will bat sixth. Ben Broussard bats seventh. Casey Blake will bat eighth, and Alex Escobar, the center fielder, will bat ninth. And Davis, for his troubles, got through 10 pitches in the first. Lowe is 2-1 on the year with a 4.71 ERA. In 21 innings, he's allowed 25 hits, allowed a home run, walked 9, and struck out 13. And if he should get into trouble early, we will not hesitate to use Brandon Arroyo, who will not start for the next 10 games, or the next 10 days. BK Kim will throw tomorrow night's game. The defense around Derek Lowe, Manny Ramirez in left, Johnny Damon in center, Brian Dahlbach in right, who has almost no arm, no range, but didn't make an error. So it should be interesting when Cleveland puts one down the line. Bill Miller is at third, Pokey Reese is at short, Mark Bellhorn at second, and Dave McCarty's at first with Jason Varitek behind the plate. So with all that, here's Matt Lawton. Lawton at 261, 3 homers and 13 RBI. And it's a ground ball to Bellhorn. Throw to McCarty, 1 out. Omar Vizquel, who had a big night last night, 2 for 4 with 2 RBI at the plate, 323, With 2 homers and 10 RBI, he's on a 10-game hit streak. Lowe's pitch is a line drive to center. Damon is there, 2 out. Jody Garut, the batter. Jody off to a decent start, 281, 2 homers and 17 RBI. Lowe's pitch, and he lost him. Ball 4. Full count down low, and Garut is ready to steal first. Or second. He stole first on the walk. He's ready to steal second. Victor Martinez, the batter. Victor riding a 7-game hitting streak at 226, a homer and 6 RBI. Throw to first. Garut is back and has now a bigger chance to steal first base. Second. Oh, geez, I'm Ron. Second base. Pitch out, runner goes, throw down to Pokey, and then got him. So Garut retired on an eyelash, and the Red Sox get out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and you can't steal first base, I know. After 1, Boston nothing, Cleveland nothing. So Jason Davis returns for his 2nd inning of work, and he'll face Manny Ramirez, Jason Varitek, and Brian Daubach. Manny at 263, 5 homers and 18 RBI. Pitch to Manny, ground ball to third. Blake throws it over, 1 out. Jason Varitek, the batter. Jason at 389, 7 homers and 14 RBI. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive to center. Escobar is there, and there's 2 out. Good start for both the pitchers. Here's Brian Daubach. Daubach at 438 now, no homers and 1 RBI. The pitch. Here's a pop-up in the center. Escobar moves back, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played an inning and a half. The Red Sox nothing, Cleveland nothing. This will be Victor Martinez, Travis Hafner, and Ronnie Belliard to face Derek Lowe here in the 2nd. Victor, still sitting on that 7-game hitting streak, was at the plate when Garut was thrown out trying to steal second. Pitch to Victor as a fly ball to left center. Back goes Damon. He makes the catch to start the inning. Travis Hafner hitting a healthy 425, 8 homers and 24 RBI. Lowe is ready. Here's the pitch. And he got him. Strike 3, an 0-2 fastball on the inside corner, 2 out. So that'll bring up Ronnie Belliard. As I said, love that name, Ronnie. 226 the average, a homer and 6 RBI for Belliard. Lowe's ready. There's a line drive to center. Back goes Damon. He makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 2, it's Boston nothing, Cleveland nothing. So very efficient 2 innings for both pitchers. Davis got through the 2nd on 7 pitches. So he carries 17 into the 3rd, and he's allowed a hit, nothing else on the box score for him. Dave McCarney at the plate. Dave at 353, no homers or RBI. The pitch, and he draws the walk, full count, and the fastball was low and outside. So I'll bring up Bill Miller. Miller at 186. We said we're doing this as replayed, so I'm not playing around with the lineups here. I'd have dropped him a while ago down the lineup, and so Terry Francona finally does. So he's at 186, 2 homers and 9 RBIs. Walked 17 times and struck out 18. If contact isn't a problem, or lack of contact, it's just hits. Here's the pitch. Miller hits this one into deep left center. Escobar to the track and makes the catch. If you weren't with us last night, 325 down both lines, 370 in the left center, 410 to dead center, and 375 to right center. McCarty will hold, or does hold it. Here's Pokey Reese, who is at 214, no homers and 7 RBI. The pitch, Pokey hits a ground ball back to Davis, over to Broussard for the 2nd out. McCarty moves to 2nd, and then I'll bring up Johnny Damon. He flips the lineup around. Damon 1 for 1 with a single, the lone hit tonight in the ballgame. Here's the pitch, and Damon draws a walk. So Davis has walked 2. Control is an issue for him on the real season. He walked 51, striking out 72. This will bring up Mark Melhorn. Mark is 0 for 1. Pitch from Davis, and he strikes out. Fooled on a pitch, and Davis gets out of it unscathed. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2.5 down. The Red Sox and Indians are scoreless. So Bellhorn kind of lets the team down a bit. Here's Ben Broussard. to face Derek Lowe with Casey Blake and Alex Escobar. Lowe has thrown 23 pitches through his 2 innings, has not allowed a hit, has walked 1 and struck out 1. Broussard is at 191 on the year. No homers and 2 RBI. Pitch from Lowe. Hits him. That got a piece of him. Fans don't like it, trust me. It doesn't look like there are fans here, but there are. And so Broussard trots to first for Casey Blake at the plate. Casey at 284, 4 homers and 12 RBI. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive down the line and left. That will be a single. Miller dove and couldn't get it. So Broussard stops at second on the throw by Manny, and Blake is at first. And I'll bring up Escobar. Alex at 137. No homers and 2 RBI. We'll see how big that strikeout goes for Bellhorn now. The Indians in business with nobody out here in the 3rd. The pitch. Ground ball to Bellhorn. Only plays to first. McCarty has it 1 out. Blake was too fast, and it was not a reasonable chance for Bellhorn to try for the double play. So runners on second and third with 1 out for Matt Lawton. Lawton 0 for 1. Low 37 pitches his first time through. Here's the pitch. Here's a pop-up, shallow left. Miller goes out and makes the grab on the grass. Broussard will hold at third, and they're now 2 out for Omar Vizquel, who now is hitting .320 on the year, because even I can tell you that 32 divided by 100 is 32%. Pitch from Lowe. And there's a ground ball to short. Reese throws it over, and that retires the side. The Red Sox get out of it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We've played 3. Boston and Cleveland are still scoreless. So it'll be David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, and Jason Varitek for Boston. Davis at 42 pitches through 3. Finally started to let a little bit go here. He's given up 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 1. Ortiz has done none of that. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Here's the pitch. Now he strikes out inside corner at the knees. The second strikeout on a 1-2 pitch. That brings up Ramirez. Manny is 0 for 1. The pitch. He goes down by way of the cave. 2-2 at the belt. So Davis has found his bearings here in the 4th, and I'm going to bring up Jason Varitek, who's 0 for 1. The line scores for both teams are the same. They both have no runs on 1 hit. They have made no errors, and they both strained at 2. Varitek chops that one foul. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike 3, but the pitch was dropped, and the throw down to first is in time to retire it. So score that one 2-3, if you will, and that retires the side. He actually struck out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 3.5 in the books. Sox and Tribe are scoreless. Jody Garut, who walked and was caught stealing the banner, followed by Victor Martinez and Travis Hafner. Low at 41 pitches through 3. Here's the pitch, and Garut chops that one down to Miller, throws it over to McCarty, 1 out. Victor Martinez 0 for 1, still riding that 7-game hitting streak. Lowe delivers, nets ball 4. Martinez, who couldn't throw out a runner if he tried, has no speed. It's better than some, but he's not going anywhere. Hafner, Travis is 0 for 1. He's the lone Derek Lowe strikeout tonight. Here's the pitch. Line drive right to Miller for the out. So 2 out. And I'll bring up Ronnie Belliard. Belliard is 0 for 1. Lowe delivers, and there's a line drive base hit in the left center. Martinez goes to third to throw into second. Belliard's in with a double. So a 2-out double, and everyone's up that's here for Ben Broussard, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. Martinez on third, Belliard on second, and I would imagine if there is a base hit that Belliard would try to score on it. Lowe delivers. There's a ground ball to Reese. Throws it over to McCarty, and to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We've played 4 at Jacobs Field, and there's still no score. So the wind has shifted, ladies and gentlemen. It's now 25 miles an hour out the center, and it's 62 degrees. So for those poor people sitting there, and you can tell they're dressed up as empty seats for Halloween, it's definitely a coffee night for them with that wind. Jason Davis starts his 5th inning of work at 58 pitches. Through 40, he's given up a hit, walked 2, and a strikeout forward. He will face Brian Doblock, Dave McCarty, and Bill Miller. Brian is 0 for 1. The pitch, ball 4. So a full count offering that was high and away, and Doblock is on first. And Doblock is a statue. He's not going anywhere. Dave McCarty walked his first time up, one of the 3 walks allowed by Davis. The pitch, here's a chopper to third. Blake throws it to second for 1, over to Broussard, and they go around the horn. 5-4-3. So again, the Red Sox threaten to start an inning and then run into a double play. It's just like 1982 all over again. Bill Miller is 0 for 1. Pitch from Davis, and he strikes out. An 0-2 pitch at the belt. Nothing across in the top of the 5th. Halfway home, there is no score. And just in case you're wondering, well, just make that the ad. If you got all sorts of crap on your computer, download Crap Cleaner. C Cleaner is great at helping with registry errors and taking away all your temporary internet files and help reducing space on the hard drive. C Cleaner, it's a free download, and they do have a paid version, which I think does a little bit more, but the free download, and it comes without any spyware. So a good deal, which is good because I didn't have any fake ads made for that. So C Cleaner, you could download it today. Casey Blake, Alex Escobar, I don't know why I have trouble saying that, and Matt Lawton do up here in the 5th. Blake singled his first time up. Lowe is at 60 pitches. He's thrown a pretty good ball game for Derek. 4 innings, 2 hits, 2 walks, and a strikeout. And Blake will line that one in the right center, and he's going for 3. Here's the throw in time. So that one went to the wall, and Blake just motored all the way around. There was no hesitation, and Cleveland has a leadoff hitter on and nobody out. What do I do here? I think we'll concede the run. It's only the 5th inning. Escobar at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And there's a chopper down to second. And that's what we do. Throws to McCarty, and he's there for the out. The visual didn't show it. So the out 4-3 scores Blake. Escobar gets the RBI on the fielder's choice, and Cleveland draws first blood tonight, 1-0 here in the 5th. And the wind is now howling out there at 30 miles an hour to center. Lawton is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch to Matt. There's a ground ball to Bellhorn. Throws to first, 2 out. There might go Rude not going home with that, or at least playing the infield in. Oh well, Omar Vizquel is 0 for 2. He'd like a hit himself. It's that hitting streak sitting on 10 games. Pitch from Lowe. Chopper down to his counterpart. Throws it across. Score at 6-3, and that retires a side. But the Indians score the first run. Nice dive by Pokey, by the way. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. We played 5. The home team, Cleveland 1. The visitors, Boston 0. So Jason Davis, as we start the 6th, is throwing a 1-hitter. 69 pitches. And he will face Pokey Reese, Saudi David, and Mark Bellhorn here in the 6th. Pokey's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Pokey's 0 for 2. He swings and misses strike 3 on a 1-2 fastball. Johnny Damon, the batter. Johnny's been on twice tonight and has not done anything with it. He has singled and walked. He's 1 for 1. The lone Red Sox hit. Here's the pitch. Chopper to short. Vizquel throws it over. 2 out. So Davis is giving Cleveland everything and more. Mark Bellhorn, the batter. Mark is 0 for 2. He struck out. Costly mistake with runners on first or second and third, I believe. 6 strikeouts for Davis in 5 2/3 with a hit and 3 walks. Pitch to Bellhorn. He strikes out again. So that was strike 3 called. Bellhorn was crossed up. We played 5.5. It's still Cleveland 1, Boston 0. So Garut, Martinez, and Hafner for the Tribe. Jody is 0 for 1 with a walk. And Lowe through 5, 71 pitches, 3 hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 1. For Lowe, this is a very good ball game. And Garut hits a high fly ball to right. Dahlbach, well, watch it hit the wall. Garut's on with a double. That hitting streak goes to 9. So that'll bring up Victor Martinez, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Pitch to Victor, and that one is... Oh, wait, what? All right, so you saw that was a line drive to right. It's not what happened. They're going to call catcher's interference on the play. He swung on and missed at the pitch, but they said that Varitek tried to get away from interfere with the bat. So Francona and Varitek are out to argue, but not enough to get thrown out. And so it's first and second, nobody out. This is the stuff that gets Derek Lowe into trouble all the time. Not the catcher's interference, but nobody out. Runners on first and second for Hafner, who is 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout. The lone strikeout thrown by Lowe. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit into right. The Roots will score. Martinez goes to third. Hafner at first. And Lowe slams the ball in his glove as he gets it back. So 2-0 Cleveland. There's still nobody out. Ronnie Belliard, the batter. The Red Sox will trade 2 for 1 here gladly. Belliard doubled. And is 1 for 2. Lowe's ready. Here's the pitch. Chopper to Reese. They're going to try for 2. Bellhorn for 1 to McCarty. They turn it. But Martinez scores, and it's 3-0 Cleveland. So here's Ben Broussard. Broussard is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch, and there's a line drive high deep to right. Dahlbach is there, and that retires the side. Not before Cleveland puts 2 on the board on 2 hits with 1 error, that being the catcher's interference by Varitek. We've played 6, and Cleveland leads 3-0. We'll put this up here. Only 2 of those runs were earned for Lowe. Just thought you wanted, just because I'll get confused at some point too. So the Red Sox offense, which has struggled in the last week, is struggling tonight off of Jason Davis, David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, and Jason Varitek to bat here in the 7th. Through 6 and 83 pitches, Davis has allowed 1 hit, walked 3, and struck out 7, including this man once, Ortiz. Pitch to David is a strikeout. Davis is on fire tonight. An 0-2 pitch inside on the black for the first out. Manny Ramirez is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Davis delivers. Ground ball to third. Casey Blake throws it over. 2 out. Jason Varitek, the batter. Jason, one of the 8 strikeouts tonight by Davis. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Draws the walk. And that will be it. You're not going to mess around here, Eric Wedge. And he's not. Scott Stewart's coming into pitch, so Davis, throwing a 1-hitter, will depart after 6 2/3. Scott Stewart, who obviously pitched for the Expos at some point in his career, is 2-1 on a year with a 3.38 ERA. 10 innings, 12 hits, no runs. He has walked 1 and struck out 12. In real life, he is 0-2 in 2004 with a 7.24 ERA. So Brian Dahlbach with 2 out to bat. Dauber is 0 for 1 with a walk. There goes Varitek. Here's a throw down, and it goes away. It gets away from Vizquel and into center field. So we take the gamble and steal Varitek, and he ends up on third. How about that? The error is on Victor Martinez. There's a shock for you Red Sox fans, right? So Varitek on third, 2 out, and an 0-1 count to Dahlbach. The Red Sox have a runner knocking on the barn door. The pitch, Dahlbach grounds it to second. Belliard throws it over. The barn door is slammed shut, and that's the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Stretch time at Jacobs Field. It's Cleveland 3, Boston nothing. So Lowe will face Casey Blake, Alex Escobar, and Matt Lawton. Blake is 2 for 2. He singled, tripled, and scored. And Lowe, pretty much this will be the last inning. Here's the pitch. Chopper to third. Miller throws it over to McCarty, 1 out. Alex Escobar, 0 for 2. With an RBI. He hit that fielder's choice that scored the game's first run when Blake scored in the 5th. The pitch, grounded to Reese, throws it to McCarty, 2 out. Matt Lawton, through the lineup now, starting the 4th time, is 0 for 3. Here's the pitch, and it's a ball four to Lawton. So Lowe, who's walked 3 tonight and struck out 1, will face Omar Vizquel. Omar is 0 for 3, and this is probably his last chance to extend the hitting streak to 11. The pitch, and he does extend it. Here's the ground over to left center. Manny throws it back in, and there's runners on first and second and 2 out for Jody Garut. And I think it's time for a pitching change. So while you can cogitate, while I put in a lefty to face Garut. We went with Embry last night. Tonight we'll go with Lenny DiNardo. DiNardo has no record on the year with a 4.00 ERA. 9 innings, 11 hits. He's walked 5 and struck out 4. And this may be a one-batter special. This may be the loogie of the night. Speaking of loogies, Garut is hitting 208 against lefties. 1 for 2 with a double, a walk and a run scored. The pitch. Ground ball right back to DiNardo. Throws it over to McCarty to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 7, it's still Cleveland 3, Boston nothing. So Scott Stewart gets to start this inning. He'll face, oh, you know what? I didn't pitch it for lefty versus lefty. McCarty, Miller, and Reese do up. McCarty's 0 for 1 and also has walked. The pitch. McCarty hits a high fly ball to deep left. That's going to grab the wall. And McCarty is on. Oh, he's going for third. Here's the throw. Not in time. So McCarty started to slow down in second. He had the double easily, but the throw kind of got hung out into the wind. And so McCarty takes the extra base. It's a triple. And the Red Sox have a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Bill Miller, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Stewart. Line drive base hit up the middle. McCarty will score. Miller with a huge base hit that will do it for Stewart. Rafael Betancourt comes in to pitch. Betancourt has numbers right now only his mother would moderately tolerate. 9.64 the ERA with a 1-1 record. 9 innings, 15 hits, a 1 home run. He has walked 5 and struck out 8. He's a better pitcher than that on the season, but right now he's not showing it. Pokey Reese the batter. Pokey 0 for 2 with a strikeout. They watch for the bunt. Ground ball to third. Blake throws it over to second for no. It goes into right field. And they had nobody. They had Miller dead to rights at second. But the throw gets away. Blake gets charged with an error, and there's still nobody out. Runners on first and second. Miller, Reese the tying run, and Damon the go-ahead run here in the 8th. 1 run on 3 hits and an error for Boston. They've stranded 3 so far. Cleveland 3 runs on 6 hits and now 2 errors. And they've stranded 6. Damon is 1 for 2. He is single to 1. The pitch popped up into shallow center. Escobar is there to make the first out. So here's Mark Bellhorn, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. A strikeout would be preferable to a ground ball at this point, but Terry Francona just kind of bites his lip in the Sox dugout. Here's the pitch from Betancourt. Oh, he draws the walk. So the bases are loaded for David Ortiz, and we have a pitching change. Rick White coming in next for Cleveland. White, alrighty, is 1-0 on the year with a 3.86 ERA. In 4 innings, he's allowed 5 hits. He is not allowed a homer. He has walked 5 and struck out 3, and the bases are loaded of Red Sox. Miller on third, Reese on second, Bellhorn the go-ahead run at first, and the red-hot Ortiz at the plate. Not tonight. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Here's the pitch. He strikes out on the inside corner, and there's 2 away. So this will bring up Manny, well, the last probably best chance everyone will be going. Manny does have a grand slam this year, and wouldn't it be something for him to do it here at his old park? He has 5 home runs. He hit 43 in the real 2004 season. He's due. Here's the pitch. Long drive to left. I think that will send the... No, it won't. It's gone. A grand slam for Manny into left center. Miller, Billhorn, Manny, and Reese will all score. The Red Sox go ahead 5-3 on a shot measured by the Commodore 64 at 389 feet. The Commodore 64, so 80s, so awesome, so available to you on an internet emulator. Wow. So Manny picked a good moment to slam one in the bleachers in left center. Jason Varitek, the batter. Jason is 0 for 2. He has walked and struck out. Here's the pitch from White. Fly ball to right. Garut goes back and makes the grab to retire the side. 5 runs on 3 hits and 1 error. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Boston 5, Cleveland 3. Victor Martinez, Travis Hafner, and Ronnie Billiard. We're going to start with, supposedly doesn't matter. They're going to, I think Hafner can hit lefties. We said he'd be a loogie, and that's what he was. Here comes... Oh, sugar. Can I undo this? I screwed up. I meant to put in... doesn't matter. Keith Folk is in now with a 2-run lead for a 2-out save. And Keith is 1-0 on the year with 5 saves. I meant to put in Mike Timlin with a 2.89 ERA. Gosh dang it. 9 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 homers. He has walked 2 and struck out 7. He'll face Victor Martinez, Travis Hafner, and Ronnie Billiard. Victor is 0 for 1. He has walked and scored. Pitch from Folk is a fly ball deep to right. Back goes Dahlbach, and he makes the catch for the first out. Oh, we should pull Dahlbach, too. Travis Hafner in the batter. Travis is 1 for 3. He has singled, driven in a run, and struck out. Pitch from Folk. Got him! Change up on the outside corner, 2 out. Ronnie Billiard, the batter. Ronnie is 1 for 3 with a double. Pitch from Folk. Here's a line drive into left center for a double. That's not what they needed. That's what Cleveland needed. So Billiard that is on that gapper to the wall. Broussard, the tying run at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch, and he got him. Swung on and missed, strike 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We've played 8. Boston 5, Cleveland 3. Brian Dahlbach is going to let him hit. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Rick White's still on the mound. Tampa Bay, that's the logo on the hat, so he must have pitched for the Devil Rays. Here's the pitch. Dauber hits a fly ball on the left a lot and will go back to the track and make the catch. Dave McCartney, the batter. Dave is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk and a run scored. Here's the... Oh, he hit him. That wasn't even close. So McCartney gets hit on the shoulder, so there are some looks exchanged, and this will bring up Bill Miller, who is 1 for 3 with a single and RBI. He also has scored and struck out. White struggling. The lines right now, 5 runs and 4 hits for Boston, an error, and they've stranded 3 so far. Cleveland, 3 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, and they've stranded 7. Miller hits a fly ball to center. Escobar is there, 2 out. For Pokey Reese, who's 0 for 3, he has struck out and scored a run. Here's the pitch. Pokey strikes out. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. 8.5. Folk will come in for a second inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's Boston 5, Cleveland 3. right, so you saw me put Gabe Kapler in the game outright. This is Keith Folk's game right now. Casey Blake, Alex Escobar, and Matt Lawton here to bat in the ninth. Blake is 2 for 3 with triple and a run scored. Pitch from Folk. Fly ball deep to left. Ramirez is there, 1 out. 18 pitches for Folk. He's good for 35. Can't believe I did that. Alex Escobar is 0 for 3 with an RBI. Let's see if they pinch hit for him. They do not. And Folk gets him to swing and a miss on an 0-2 pitch. Veritek dropped it and had to tag him for the out. So the Indians are down their last out. Here's Matt Lawton. Lawton is 0 for 3 with a walk. Here we go. Fly ball to right. This should end it. Kapler is there. And the Red Sox win it 5-3. The totals right now. Well, this was a pretty good ball game. The Red Sox go to 14-12 after this. They score all five in the 8th inning, 5 runs on 4 hits and an error. Cleveland drops to 11-14. They got 1 run in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, all off of Derek Lowe, and they score 3 total on 7 hits and 2 errors. Lowe, the starter for Boston, pitched a good game. In 6 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. The catcher interference by Jason Veritek being the lone Red Sox error. He walked 3 and struck out 1. A very typical Derek Lowe game. Lenny DiNardo gets his first win of the year. He goes to 3rd of the inning. He retired. He was a loogie, and hey, you can still get a win with a loogie. And my bad, Keith. Oh, it's actually good for 42 pitches. Keith Folk gets to save his 6th. He was only supposed to pitch the 9th. He wasn't supposed to pitch 2, but he does. He gives up 1 hit and strikes out 3. Davis for Cleveland, great stuff. 6 2/3 innings, a 1-hit ball, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts. He was in line for the win, but his pitch count was getting up there, and you just don't take that chance from the back of the rotation starter. Betancourt takes the loss. He allowed 2 hits in 1/3 of an inning and a walk. And White gets the blown save, including the big home run by the grand slam by Manny Ramirez in the 8th that gave Boston the win. The Red Sox stranded 4 and the Indians stranded 8. And, oh really, okay. Even though Manny Ramirez hits the game-winning grand slam, Keith Folk gets the game MVP, according to Commodore VIC-20. So easy, anyone can use it. Time of the game, 3 hours and 6 minutes at Jacobs Field, and it was a warm, windy night. So until Game 3 tomorrow of this 4-game set, this is Ron Juckett. We'll talk to you the next time.